Okay, so this is probably the question. The one everyone actually wants answered. How much money do you actually need to retire? And look, Hopak, if someone gives you one flat number, they're just guessing. But there's a real way to work this out.
Honestly, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Let's start with why those generic answers are kind of useless.
You've seen it, Kayant. You need $1 million. You need $2 million. Thrown around like it means the same thing for everybody. It doesn't. $1 million means something different. At 30 grand a year spending Tandis versus 90 grand a year. Same number, totally different reality. The headline just ignores the one thing that actually decides your answer. Your own spending. So let's actually build this out. First thing tied, what are you really going to spend annually once you retire? Not your current spending exactly. Some stuff drops off, Tao, commuting, work clothes.
Some stuff goes up, Haim, healthcare being the big one, travel too.
Most people, when they actually run at Coffin, land somewhere around 70 to 85% of what they were making working. Second pike, what does Social Security actually cover? Say your household needs 60 grand a year, and between you and a spouse, Social Security's kicking in 30 of that. Okay, so now you're not solving for 60,000 anymore. You're solving for the $30,000 gap. That's it. That's the actual target.
Third piece, Pete. This is where the 4% rule comes back in.
To pull 30 grand a year sustainably off your own savings content,
you'd want roughly $750,000 invested. Not $2 million, not $1, $750.
Specifically because of that gap number. Not some round figure someone picked because it sounded impressive. See how different that is from the headline version? Same household Catalyst UN, completely different number.
Just because we actually sat down and did the math.
Now, a few things move this number around a lot. Where you live, for one. Same lifestyle, wildly different price tag depending on the zip code. Whether the house is paid off matters a ton too.
And health pointers. I mean, people don't love talking about this pointers.
But it's a bigger factor than almost anything else here.
Because healthcare costs are just unpredictable.
Let me give you two people, quick, so you can see the range. Person A 2-pack spends modestly, 40 grand a year. House is paid off, gets 24,000 from Social Security. Gap's only 16 grand. So they need, what, around $400,000 invested. Comfortable. Person B 2-hold spends 100 grand a year, still carrying a mortgage. Gets 30,000 from Social Security. Gap is 70 grand. Suddenly their number is closer to $1.75 million. Same rule, same math. Wildly different targets, Taomi, because their lives are wildly different. Which is exactly why "how much do I need" doesn't have one answer.
Anybody selling you a single flat number is skipping the actual work.
One more thing worth mentioning: colors. Timing. Retire earlier, your money has to stretch across more years, which usually means a bigger cushion. Or maybe a slightly more conservative withdrawal rate than that 4%. Retire at 62 instead of 67? That's 5 extra years to cover. People underestimate how much that matters. So we, Practically Tone, here's what to actually do.
Get specific about your real spending, not a vague guess. Pull your actual Social Security estimate straight from their website.
Do the gap math instead of chasing whatever numbers floating around. And adjust for your actual retirement age.
Because retiring early changes how much cushion you really need. Run through this, and most people end up somewhere they didn't expect.
Sometimes it's more doable than they thought. Sometimes it's more than they hoped.
Either way, it's based on their actual life. Not some headline built for nobody in particular. If this helped you get a clearer read on your number, stick around.
This is the kind of thing I go through every week.
Nothing sugar-coated. So Teddy, what's your number looking like once you actually run it? Let me know down below. All right, talk soon.